$300 a month to maintain the premises, to rent rooms, to be the maintenance guy. I mean, he's being a super, a property manager, for $300 a month.
He did not maintain that property.
You were only paying him $300 a month. That's the point. You get what you pay for.
And the only time he started to garden was in January 2024 when I said, you're not paying the rent. How about gardening since you're not paying the rent?
The main reason she wanted me out of the house was not because of the non-rent payment. She was selling the house.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, Mr. Johnson. Do you think that you owe some rent? Or are you not sure?
I think I owe some rent. I don't know what that amount would be.
I don't know what to do here. This is a mess. I want to pull up because we have two different records of rent. We have what I can only assume is sort of an automatically generated account statement from Venmo.
Right.
It looks automatically generated to me. This is not something you created.
Right.
You clicked a button on Venmo. Okay. And it looks like this. And it says from, to, and then there's a separate notes place, right? And it shows you who it's from, who it's to, and the amount. The other type of record we have here is your spreadsheet. Now this is something that you created, correct?
Yes.
All right. And we have the amount that's due, we have the amount that's paid, and then sometimes we have a note. So here's the issue for me. These two don't match. They get close, but they're not a match. Then we get to payments that I see where it doesn't look like you've accounted for all of them. We got a problem. And on that note, I'm going to open it up to my colleagues.
Yeah, I think the problem starts at the beginning. We don't know how much he collected and how much he spent. Do we, Mr. Johnson?
No.
He never denied that he didn't. He never
I need you to chime in
collecting
here
rent
a little bit
from the
more. Like, were you pocketing the money every month?
No.
Okay,
No.
so-
Sometimes I was feeling like I was doing more work than what I was getting a discount.
How much did you pocket from the other tenants?
I don't know what that amount is.
You don't?
I don't have a total for you.
She was expecting $2,500 every month, though.
Yes.
And if you were pocketing some of it, then it wasn't $2,500. So who would take the hit? The other tenants? She didn't know who they were? Like, how are you explaining this?
I was more like I would get the rest of my rent.
Not that the other people aren't paying.
Yeah.
All right, can we put this spreadsheet back up? I don't want to belabor this too much, but this is why I think we can't even work with this. So January due, it says $1,700.
Yes.
Okay. What was paid? $2,400.
Yes.
If you add $1,700 plus $1,700 is not $2,400. It's $3,400.
Right. Because that's not what was paid. It was what was owed, and what was owed is on the left. Right is what was paid.
Yeah,
but that is a running total.
How do you come up with $2,400 then? Where
because on January 5th he gave me $1,700 for the December rent.
Yep.
And on January 24th he gave me $1,700.
Right.
Oh, so I misadded.
Correct. You're missing $1,000. Guess what? It happened again the next month, and it's off by another $1,000.
What is this unauthorized credit card charge?
I had given him a credit card to use for expenses to fix the house. And then I let him use the card to rent a pod so he would get his belongings out of the house by January 31st. He was only to have used it for 1 month, and it got charged a second month.
It was on auto pay, and I didn't realize that it was that it was on auto pay. The following month, I put it into my own card, and I'm still paying.
After I pointed it out to you.
To this day.
Sir, how is it that you have no records? You see that if you had any records here, you might be winning this case, right? I mean, and who knows how we're going to decide, but you need to show us something, right?
Unfortunately, on Memorial Day this year,
Don't say.
a storage unit was broken into that had a box of all my paperwork, my computer, everything I kept records on was stolen.
All right. Okay, the parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both.
Well, we have deliberated, and we've reached a unanimous verdict here. You, sir, admit that you didn't pay all the rent that you owed her. You admit that you took some money that wasn't yours that you got from other tenants. But you also made Ms. Schroeder a lot of money here and took on a lot of responsibilities to do so. So we leave it to you, Ms. Schroeder, to tell us, to prove to us how much money he did take from you, how much money he owes you. And you failed miserably. We looked at your spreadsheets. And in fact, every time you made a mistake in the addition, it cost him, didn't help him. The only thing we found that you have proven is that he owes you the $201 of unauthorized credit card use. And that's why the judgment is in favor of you for $201. We wish you both luck.
Thanks.